Yo, what's happening, everybody? Today is March 13th, 2016. It's 313. Happy 313 day, everybody. It is Sunday. I'm at the shower, and it is time to rid myself of these pesky huascos. Today's stuff, we're going today with Bufflehead 5th season. It's good stuff. Today's brush is going to be Simpsons Chubby 3 Manchurian in a butterscotch ting. I like this brush. Traded this one, traded a brush that I didn't like so much and got this one in return, so I did well in that one. Loading this mug up. Hope you guys have had a good weekend so far. Who's taken a nap so far today? Seeing as how we lost an hour of sleep. Depending on where it is that you live, of course. But daylight savings time is observed where I live. So yeah, lost an hour of sleep last night. Not the best look, but whatever. Could be worse. Somebody was messaging me recently. They got a, I don't remember what kind of chubby brush it was that they got, but they said that the lather, they weren't able to get much lather out of it. Excuse me. They weren't able to get a lot of lather out of it, and I apologize that I don't remember who it was that asked me, or that told me about that and asked me for a, I guess, a helpful hint or something. If I didn't get back to you, this is what you got to do. You've got to load the bajiminy out this brush. That's what you got to do. There's really no way, there's no getting around it. These brushes are not kind to your soap, but they're kind to everything else because these brushes rule. So yeah, like I said, today is March 13th, 313 day. 313, of course, the area code for Detroit, Michigan. And right away, this soap, it almost like shortcuts directly to lather. It's like you don't have to mess around with that stupid foamy phase, and that's a good thing. I really like that. I think it's because of the palm oil, which as I understand, is responsibly sourced. So if that's one of those things that you care about, there's that. I got a couple of brushes in the mail. Excuse me, a couple brushes in the mail the other day that didn't really like them. So thankfully I was able to find a trade. And they should be here, I'm guessing Wednesday. And it should be pretty good. It should be good. The weather has been super ultra mega double nice here lately. Today, unfortunately, it rained. But I think the rain is done. So I'm going to embark on the third shift of errands for the day. I've been rationing out, I guess, the errands. All right. So that's that. Today's razor is going to be the Los Angeles Shaving Soap Company BBS1, number 140. Inside this thing is a polsilver super iridium blade. And for some reason, my stubble looks a little more mega than normal on Sunday, so this is going to be nice and satisfying. BBS1, giving this stubble the business. BBS1, of course, is made by James Dufour, Mr. Wolfman himself, for LA Shaving Soap Company. All of you Wolfman owners out there, this razor, the success and the feedback that this razor got and the success, I should say, is the reason that there's such a thing as Wolfman razors to begin with. Thank you, John Brown, proprietor of the LA Shaving Soap Company, and James. This razor, the blade gap on it is considerable, but it's not unruly by any means. It will definitely take care of pretty much anything that you throw at it, or that you throw it through is the better way to word it. Anyway, so yeah, Bufflehead 5th season. This was actually, this one was made for me. Thank you, Justin. I appreciate that. I gave him a fair amount of feedback when he was developing his soaps, particularly in the Wax Pass days, if you remember that. This one is kind of based, actually I shouldn't even say based, it's like took inspiration, took cues from By de Ginevra, from Creed. It's one of the vaulted gray cap eau de toilettes, not the Millesimés that they're selling these days. And it's incredible. It's pretty good. It's really good. It's real good. So this weekend has been a little rough. I had to tell some friends that I don't think that I'm going to be able to go to Detroit for the festival this year. Doesn't look feasible, and that really sucks. This is going to be the first year in about 5 or 6 that I don't make it, if I indeed do not go. And what really hurts is that I've got my ticket already bought. Hotel rooms reserved, which is never an easy feat for the festival. There's not very many hotels in downtown Detroit, and we always stay in the pick of the litter, which is the Westin Book Cadillac. Gorgeous hotel. Pure 1920s American opulence, and I love the thing. That's also, you know, where the artists stay. So it's never really easy to get a hotel room unless you're quick on the draw. So yeah. Hopefully this is going to be the only year that I miss. Hopefully this is going to be the only year that I miss for the foreseeable future, unless I get too old, of course, which I probably am already. I'm 38 years old. I have no business. I have no business going to a music festival, particularly dance music, but whatever, because they have gin and tonic, so they'll have a dubya and techno. You know, the thing, that festival is like, it's one of my favorite things on earth. It's pretty much the best weekend of my life every single time. You know, a lot of you guys know how I feel about Detroit and techno and Detroit techno. Those are 3 separate things. So, you know, the probability, the chance I should say, oh, I think I just got myself pretty good there. Oh, I did, nice one. The probability of not going, the chance I should say of not going, really sucks. Festival's been going on since 2000. Every Memorial Day weekend in Detroit, in downtown Detroit, in Hart Plaza. There's just something really special about hearing techno in the city that it came from, in that setting. You know, with her architecture looking down just across the river from Canada, north of Canada no less. And it sucks because every year, I got myself half decent over here. Every year I usually end up bringing some people that have never been to Detroit before for the first time. And this year there's going to be Wow, there's actually like at least 3 people that are going to be going that have never been. And that really sucks that I'm not going to be there, because I like to give people my tour of downtown when I go, show them some things, give them a little bit of history, point out notable architecture. But I'm not going to be able to do that, and that hurts. But such is life. I'm still going to do everything possible to go. I'm still going to do everything possible to go, but I think that this is going to be the last year that the festival is ever a question mark for me, and I feel pretty good about that. Yeah, like I said, the festival's been going on every year since 2000. The first few years, from 2000 to 2003, it was actually free. And I went for the first time in 2003. And you know, like, I think back, and I was talking to a friend recently, Kelly. She was telling me that I passed up going to the very first one because the girl that I was seeing at the time, it was kind of new, and so I should have went, but I didn't. But like I said, I did go in 03. You know what? Hang on. Oh, wow, I got myself twice times. Yeah, so I went in 03, and it's nothing like it is today. There really wasn't much. The organization back then was nothing compared to the way that Paxahau runs that event now. You know, this the hair in this brush. This is one of those. This is one of those batches that's not as intense as I generally prefer these brushes to be. But I've really come around to this kind of hair. This is very similar to the hair that's in the Disco Haze Chubby 3 that I have, but it's not quite the same. You know, all those chubbies, all those 2s and 3s, even though they're all the same kind of knot, Manchurian, they all feel different, and I like that about them. Anyway, so yeah, the organization in 2003 does not compare to what's going on now. Paxahau, which used to be like a website, I used to download mixers from there years and years and years ago before I even thought about going to Detroit on a dial-up connection. I used to download those mixes in real player format. What a travesty of sound real format was. But yeah, the organization back then just was not what it is at all today. So Paxahau took over the festival, the whole festival, and today, or this year, is the 10-year anniversary. It's the 10-year anniversary of Paxahau taking over the festival, which really bums me out because I missed the 10th anniversary in 2010. This year is also, there's a party that I think you guys have heard me talk about. One second. This razor is so good. As much as I love my Wolfmans, I think I'm pretty sure they're my favorite razors. But if I had to have one razor for the rest of my life, it'd be really hard for me not to choose this one. So yeah, it's the 10th anniversary that of Paxahau taking over the festival. There's a pre-party on Fridays at a sports bar called Bookies. It's 3 levels, and you know, they just have they have sound system at each level. It's a different party at each level, and the music grows in intensity as you go higher and higher in the building. Man, this soap smells incredible. Justin, dude, you've ripped it on this one, man, for real. But today, or excuse me, this year is going to be the 20th. It's the Bang Tech 12. That's the name of the record label, Bang Tech 12. And this year is the 20th anniversary of Bang Tech 12, so it looks like I may miss that party as well. But again, eyes on the prize. You know, again, I think this is going to be the only year for the foreseeable future that I don't have to miss the festival. So we'll see. Wow, there's nothing really left on this Against the Grain pass. Wow. At least on this side of my face. Neck. Oh, there's a little something. Not much. And when you hear Detroit techno in Detroit, it just makes it mean that much more sense. And you know, maybe that's just the stupid ramblings of somebody who's a little too emotionally invested in the music and the city and the sound. But yeah. That's very much a real thing in my book. Yeah, that's pretty incredible. I'm going to go ahead and do this, BRB. Word. So, but like I said, I'm still going to do everything I can to go. Because there's rookies, and I just think it'd be a good thing. I think it'd be a good thing if I go. So, we'll see. We will see. The stability of this lather is really something else. You know, there's not very many, I've pretty much pared down my, you know, list of people that I'm going to be throwing my money at this year for software. And they all have stable lather, but this one just really was the one that made it, this was the one that really, I guess, made me realize how much of a thing that is for me. What did I say? I'm looking forward to getting rid of these errands and eating. I don't think I've eaten anything today. Had a few cups of coffee earlier. Ooh, that was really close to cutting me there. Don't know if you remember or not, but I mentioned that I actually have a Feather Pro Guard blade in here. It doesn't seem... Actually, no. This one's been behaving. I've gotten like weepers from this one a little bit over the past few shaves. Not entirely sure why. But I have. And I was thinking that it was time for this blade to go, but to be acting just fine right now, so that's good. Looking pretty good. Pretty good. Let's go ahead and do this cold water rinse. One of the things that kind of trips me out about this razor is the angle seems to be a little bit different than most of my other razors. And let me go ahead and wash this off and I'll be right back. The angle of attack with this razor, a lot of razors, they like to be on the skin like this, but this one, it seems you can really use it very perpendicular to the skin, and I don't know how that works, but it works just fine, and it doesn't bother my skin at all. Feels good. Today's aftershave is going to be one I have used in quite some time. Fine savon lavande. Stuff smells good. It's very sweet lavender. An incredibly sweet lavender, actually. But it's good. It is very close to gendarme that I have, which is not, as I understand it, the real inspiration behind this one. But it's very, very good nonetheless. All right, that's going to be it, everybody. I hope you have a good week. I don't think that I'm going to be making any videos over the next couple of weeks. I don't think I am. I've got to go to Nashville next weekend and the weekend after that. So yeah, I don't know. I want to say that there's something I feel that I have to make a video for, but I don't quite remember what it is. Either way, I hope you guys have had a good week. I hope you will have a good week, and I'll see you again soon. Peace, everybody.